Hello everyone, so a very exciting video today. I'm basically going to see if BOOKTOK can be trusted, and I did do a similar video like last year. I did reading popular BOOKTOK books and it was very interesting. So I'm continuing this series and trying to see if I can trust BOOKTOK, even though I kind of hate when people say that because obviously everyone has different tastes. So like if you read a popular book and you don't like it, it's not because you can't trust BOOKTOK, you know. Anyway, but for the sake of being dramatic, I will be saying, can I trust BOOKTOK? So basically I'm going to read 3 popular BOOKTOK books in this video, and I will obviously update you on my thoughts throughout. So the books that I'm going to read for this video: My Year of Rest and Relaxation by Otessa Moshfegh. Really popular book on BOOKTOK. It's basically about this girl who goes off to be alone for a year and she has depression. Yeah, it sounds really interesting. I've heard lots of mixed reviews as well actually, but nonetheless it's very popular and a lot of people love it. So it's been on my radar for a while and I'm very intrigued to see what I think. Then I'm going to be reading Alone with You in the Ether by Olivia Blake. And this is once again very popular, especially recently. I feel like I've seen so many TikToks on it. And basically it's a love story, and this is by the author who wrote The Atlas 6, which I haven't read yet, but I know that's also another popular book. So yeah, it's a love story and it's supposed to rip you apart, which, you know, I love that. So hopefully I love this. I have really high hopes. I'm a romantic. I love love stories. So, you know, hopefully this speaks to my soul. We will see how much this book impacts me. And actually this book is being traditionally published now. So I'm very happy that I have this self-published edition, because it's really pretty. I like it. Like, it's simple but it's cute. And lastly, I'm going to be reading The Love Hypothesis. Now this is interesting because obviously, if you don't know, like if you haven't watched my channel, I love The Spanish Love Deception by Elena Armes. That is my favorite contemporary romance book. That's actually a book I read for the first reading popular BOOKTOK books video. Yeah, I fell in love and that remains one of my favorite books ever. But a lot of people say, oh, The Love Hypothesis is better. So for some reason this book is pitted against The Spanish Love Deception a lot, even though they don't really seem the same in any way. Like the synopsis is completely different. This is about like a scientist or 2 scientists who fall in love, and it's like fake dating. Or maybe that's why. Actually, it's a fake dating? I don't know. Yes, sorry, it is a fake dating. Fake relationship between scientists. So it sounds really fun, but I am interested to see what I think, because like a lot of people say this is better than The Spanish Love Deception. I don't know about that, but I'm gonna go in with low expectations. I don't want to go in with like really high expectations, you know, because I can't foresee anything beating The Spanish Love Deception anytime soon. So anyway, we will see what I think. I think it's gonna be a fun time. I'm excited. So these are the 3 books I'm planning to read over the next few weeks. So I'll take you along the ride and see if BOOKTOK can be trusted.
It is a breathtaking book, but did you know that there's actually quite a bit of controversy?
Sorry, I was just watching some BOOKTOK on my phone, of course, with my stunning new Casetify case. How freaking cute is it? And Casetify actually sent me a few new cases that I'm so excited to show you, and Casetify is sponsoring this video, so thank you so much to them. If you don't know, Casetify is my favorite place to get phone cases. I have so many cute phone cases with them. So let's get into the new cases they sent me. The one I'm currently wearing, are you kidding? With this design, it is literally so cute. It has the little bunny with the bird. It's like a little crane game, and it's like so pink, and it just makes me so happy. Like I literally gasped when I saw it in real life, because obviously it looks really cute online, but in person it's just even cuter. Like it just makes me so happy. And Casetify have so many stunning designs to choose from. So they have lots of curated prints, but you can also customize one, so you can choose the font, the layout, all of that. So this is the one that I customized this time. I kept it in the plastic so we can do the satisfying unwrapping together. Wow, this is a black mirrored one. Oh, that is so cool. And I wrote chase the light, and this is inspired by one of my favorite quotes: you have a sunflower soul, no matter how dark it gets, it will always chase light. Then I got 2 more curated prints. So I got this one, which is too adorable to handle, honestly. It says, I'm busy, go away, and it's a little bunny on the laptop, and there's a little bunny drawing. It is way too cute, and like I just had to get these bunny cases because, you know, I love my bunnies. And then the last one, look how adorable. Bubble bath day. The little bunny with all their little bath supplies. So cute. And I just love Casetify for so many reasons. Not only do they have so many cute designs, I also feel comfortable knowing my phone is wearing a Casetify case, because I drop my phone a lot, and Casetify cases actually have drop protection at up to 9.8 feet, which I have tested, and my phone has always remained completely intact when wearing the Casetify case. So absolutely love that. Their cases also feature Defensify, which is an antimicrobial coating that kills 99% of bacteria here. And the new impact and ultra impact cases are actually also made of 65% recycled and plant-based materials, which is amazing. So if you want to get your own Casetify phone case, highly recommend them. Obviously they're a great gift for yourself or for family and friends. You can go to casetify.com/bookswithchloe and that will give you 15% off your entire order. So thank you so much to Casetify for sponsoring this video. Okay, hello. So I have decided to start with The Love Hypothesis for a fun, quick, easy read. And I just read the prologue, and obviously, you know, I can't give too many thoughts, but not off to a great start because this is just a little thing, but the main character is Olive, and you know, it literally says in the beginning like science is a thing. She's obviously, yeah, a scientist, but she puts in expired contacts. And I'm like, okay, like Caitlin said, I'm on FaceTime with Caitlin. Caitlin's like, eye health is not a joke, and it's not a joke. And I just don't know why anyone, especially a scientist, would not take expiration dates seriously. And she like meets a guy in the bathroom, which I assume is gonna be this guy. And you know, they're like joking about it. And she's like, expiration dates are for the week. And sorry, I think this is just because I have a really, I'm really sensitive to like health issues. Like, you know, you need to take your eye health seriously. Don't put in expired contacts. Like, so if this is supposed to be a fun quirky thing, like I just can't, I really don't like it. So not off to a great start. And obviously I know like this is just a little thing and some of you will think I'm overreacting, but I just, you need to take care of your eyes. But yeah, so that's what I read. I didn't really feel like a huge spark between them. Like I'm not like, oh my gosh, that was the cutest meet cute ever. But you know, we will see how it goes. And I don't think I can read any more now, but hopefully tomorrow I'll read some more. And I definitely plan to read this quite quickly because I feel like that's usually the vibe with romance novels. Sorry, I also forgot to say that I'm not a Star Wars person. So, you know, I've watched like 20 minutes of one of the films, but yeah, I'm not familiar with the Star Wars world, but I know this is like Star Wars fan fiction, and I think he's based off like Adam Driver's character. Don't really know much about Adam Driver. He's definitely not really my vibe. So I'm not having that experience with this book. Like I'm not like, oh my gosh, I love Star Wars, and like maybe you need that to like really love this book. I don't know. But yeah, I'm just going in for the story. Yeah. Hello. So I actually started my year of rest and relaxation, and I've actually made a lot of progress. So I started it this morning and started the audiobook, and I'm on chapter 6, which is page 215. So I have like this much left, and yeah, I've just been so hooked. I was like going on a walk and stuff, did some exercise, and I just listened to heaps of it. Yeah, I'm really loving this. It's really interesting, and it's definitely a Chloe book because there's not much plot. It's more just like, who are my vibes, what's the point of life, very existentialist. The main character is dealing with very deep depression, and during these times, which when is it set? Yes, the year of 2000, you know, mental health awareness is not that great. So the main character literally thinks she can just like sleep away her mental illness and then wake up and then her life will be like all different. So she's trying to like sleep as much as possible, and it's just like really interesting. Love the writing style. The audiobook is definitely really good too. I'm not bored at all, which is a criticism that I hear people say, and maybe part of the reason I'm not bored is because I'm listening to the audiobook and it's like just really captivating. And yeah, like not much is really happening, I guess, but it's just such an interesting read. Also, I think it's good because before I started reading this, I actually saw this TikTok from Sadie Reads, and I'm just gonna play a little bit of it.
So back in the late 1800s and early 1900s, women were sometimes prescribed something called the rest cure, and this was basically a form of therapy where the patient was required to lay in bed for 24 hours a day while a nurse would just come in and feed them and like take care of them. This can go on for like months at a time, and the rest cure was prescribed to patients, mostly women, who were struggling with mental illnesses that were terribly misunderstood at the time, and it was thought after this period of intense rest that the patient would just suddenly be cured. And if you've read this book, you can definitely see the parallels here to what the narrator is trying to do. I can't help but think Moshfegh was playing with the absurdity of the idea that you could just sleep all your problems and mental illnesses away. For people in the 1800s, and for our narrator in this book, it comes from a place of complete misunderstanding of mental illness, wishful thinking, and intense privilege.
So that was a really interesting perspective that I hadn't heard in other reviews, and I really liked how I listened to that before starting this, and I feel like it's definitely a more enjoyable experience when you read it with that perspective. Yeah, so like really loving it. Definitely will finish it tomorrow, I think. I can definitely see why it's not going to be for everyone because of the lack of plot and stuff like that, but if you're into those classic like existentialist sad girl vibes, you're probably gonna love this. I will say one of my criticisms is like there are some random comments, for example, on like Asians, that I have felt a bit weird about, but I don't know if it's like purposeful. That's kind of my only really criticism, I think. But yeah, really enjoying it. And I will say that you definitely feel the main character's depression quite heavily. So this is definitely not a book to read if you're not in the best headspace. But yeah, can't wait to finish. Hello, so I'm just getting ready now. And I have like 20 minutes left of the audiobook for my year of rest and relaxation. And my thoughts are pretty much the same. Although I will say the last like maybe hour or so of the audiobook hasn't been as captivating. Like I think I'm kind of ready for the story to be over. Like it's definitely interesting, but it's a little not repetitive, but just like we get it. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, I think I have like 20 minutes left, so we will see if like the ending blows me away or something. But yeah. Hello world. So I just finished listening to my year of rest and relaxation. Really loved the ending. I think overall it's a strong 4-star vibe, and I can see why it is popular. So thank you BOOKTOK for that stunning recommendation. And actually the author has a new book out I think next week, so that's exciting. I'll definitely be reading that. But yeah, so one book done. Now I am going to focus on the love hypothesis. I'm actually meeting my friend for lunch, and I'm thinking to find a fun little spot to read, you know, in the sun. It's quite sunny today, and continue reading my romance book, which sounds like literal heaven if you ask me. So I'm really excited for that, and obviously we'll keep you updated on my thoughts. Okay, hello. So I read like one chapter of the love hypothesis today. I ended up not like finding a cute place to read, so I just read a little bit on the train, one chapter. So don't really have too much more to say, but I will say actually, I don't think this is a spoiler since it happened like literally, actually chapter 1, because the first chapter is like a prologue. The first kiss happens in chapter 1. That's just not the vibe for me. Like obviously I don't even know the characters yet, so I wasn't like, oh, and obviously it wasn't supposed to be like a full-on real kiss, and I won't say the specifics, but yeah, that was a little unexpected. I think I'm gonna try to finish this tomorrow, and instead I'm gonna start Alone with You in the Ether, which I'm really in the mood for, really excited for. Caitlin's on FaceTime, she's starting with me. I'm so excited. So yeah, I think we're just gonna like, you know, get cuddly. Well, I wish. And read for a few hours. I'm gonna try to go in with like, you know, not too high hopes, but I do expect and hope to love this. The dedication is already a bit much. To the old you from the old me. Oh my god, Olivia Blake has written so much.
I was surprised by that too.
Wow, good on her.
Those are like cool titles.
Yeah, one for my enemy.
Oh, maybe we need to look that one up. Very helpful.
Yeah, what are these?
Hey, I'm really excited for your thoughts on these.
I'm really excited for my thoughts on those. Well, yeah, I'm going straight with the highlighting.
Good one. Oh my god.
Wait, what page are you on?
The second page.
Really?
Exactly all the questions I feel like that's us.
No, I know, yeah, like... Oh. Okay, so I'm up to page 40 of Alone with You in the Ether, and absolutely loving it. I'm really feeling the 5-star vibes. I am obsessed with the writing style, the way that Olivia Blake describes or like articulates certain feelings and insights. Wow, it definitely speaks to my soul, and it's very unique. Yeah, like in love. And I don't know if I mentioned, but this is my first book by Olivia Blake. And yeah, obsessed with the way she writes. And I also really love the structure. We have a narrator that, you know, makes comments here and there. And I love the narrator, and I actually wonder if the narrator is going to be like revealed in the end, because I feel like they're kind of like hinting towards that. So that would be a fun moment, kind of like Jane the Virgin vibes. And the narrator is honestly quite funny at times. It's really like a really fun tone because it's like serious with the touch of humor. And I also really love how sometimes there's like fun little things like scene and action. And yes, so we follow Reagan, who is Chinese and Irish, so she's biracial, love that. And she has a Claddagh ring, which was mentioned, which is very funny because I'm wearing mine right now. And then we also follow Aldo. Obviously Aldo and Reagan are gonna fall in love. This is a love story, but I really love that we've started the book getting to know them separately, so we can, you know, understand them on a deep level as individuals and then see why they would work together in love. So I can't wait for them to meet and fall in love. And yeah, I am just absolutely loving this. Like, also I'm quite nervous for the pain because I'm already so invested. So like, if this is going to be a heartbreaking story, like, anyway, in love. Now from the top, make it drop. Ow. Oh, that was a crack. Hello. I have some reading updates. So I have been reading these two books and I've actually made some good progress. So first I'll start with Alone With You in the Ether, since that was the last one I talked about. I'm on page 120. I cannot explain how much I love this book. This is one of these books where I'm reminded of just how much I love reading. Like, obviously I know I love reading, but this just completely speaks to my soul, and it completely just makes me feel happy to be alive, happy to be a reader, and it's also proof that words can truly make you feel so much less alone. And the writing, I'm obsessed. It is incredible. Olivia Blake, honestly, if this is how she writes in all her books, like, she's definitely going to become a new favorite author, because her writing style is one of my favorites I've ever come across. I am already so invested in these characters, so invested in the story. It's one of those romances that feel like, you know, it's just them two against the world and they're in their own like little bubble, and their connection is just on such a deep level. The conversations that they have, love reading about them. They talk about things that I talk about with people, very existential things, and really interesting. And honestly, reading this, oh, not my bookmark falling out. This is my cute little bookmark I'm using. Caitlin gave it to me, so wait, funny reading and using the same bookmark. But anyway, it is one of these books where I just want to get cozy in bed and read all day and read until I finish. And I don't really have that desire recently because, you know, I do love reading, but, you know, I like reading for like a few hours and then like move on to something else. And obviously I do like the romance readathons, but that has the social aspect because I'm doing it with friends. Yeah, usually these days I can't just like sit and read for like hours and hours and hours without like, you know, talking to someone or something, or moving on to a different thing that I like to do, because I just love talking to people and I have so many other interests. But this book, I could literally just be like, no one talked to me for 10 years, I'm gonna read this book. Yeah, like, it's just amazing. I love it so much and I cannot wait to finish it, but I'm also terrified. But yeah, like, wow, I'm so happy I'm reading this. Okay, now let's move on to The Love Hypothesis. So I'm on page 276, so I've definitely made some good progress. And I am liking it, I'm enjoying it. At this current moment, I don't see how this is like one of the most popular books. There are many other romance books that I would recommend over this personally. Obviously, it's all personal taste, but yeah, I don't know, like, I'm not getting the fun butterflies. When I read romance, one of my favorite things is like getting those little butterflies because you just love the characters and can't wait for them to like have their first kiss and stuff, and it's like, oh, when they finally do. I'm not really getting that with this. Like, it's definitely like, oh, good for them, but I'm not like, oh my god, like, I can't breathe, you know what I mean? Like, if you saw me reading The Spanish Love Deception, you saw I was like having lots of physical reactions to reading that book because I was so invested in the story and the characters, loved them so much. So, you know, when they had like their first hand touching moment or first kiss or whatever, I was like, ah. But this, no screaming has been done, not even a slight flutter in the chest, you know? It's more just like, oh, that's fun, like, oh, I like that, you know? I'm not a huge fan of Adam, like, I don't hate him, but he has the thing going on where it's like, I hate everyone else in the world but you, which I'm usually a fan of, but for some reason the way that it's done with him, I'm kind of just like, okay, you're kind of annoying. And I know a lot of people love Adam, but yeah, he's just not for me. Yeah, so I've been a little underwhelmed with this at the moment. It's currently sitting at like a 3-star vibe for me. It's a fine, fun romance. So I'm hoping to finish these two today or tomorrow, but I'm gonna continue reading this one for now and I'm so excited. It's just gorgeous. Like, this book involves mental health, art, so many things I am passionate about. Oh my god. Let's see how the stars shine on your skin. Hello, so I got my hair done today, so my hair's different, but I need to update you on my reading. So I actually finished Love Hypothesis and I have quite a few thoughts. Didn't love it. Yep. I was enjoying it throughout, but the more I kept reading and the more I was kind of like, and upon reflection after finishing it, I realized I just didn't like it. There are a lot of things I don't like about this book, and I think I was subconsciously forcing myself to enjoy it more than I was because so many people were excited for me to read this. Like, when I posted this on my Instagram story, everyone was like, well, not everyone, but a lot of people were like, oh my god, you're gonna love it, like, I'm so excited for you. And I think subconsciously I didn't want the truth to be that I wasn't vibing this book, but obviously I need to live my truth, and the truth is no, this book is not for me. It just annoyed me. Like, obviously, yes, some cute moments, and it was definitely easy to read, but there are just so many things that did not work, in my opinion. The thing that pisses me off the most about this book, oh my god, Penny was watching Stranger Things. Apologies if that's loud. Oh my god, who am I? Literally, who is that? Who is that? What is that? That freaking thing, Rufus sing. Okay. So in the beginning, there's a non-consensual kiss that's supposed to be seen as like a funny moment and like kind of a romantic moment, I think. They kept making jokes about it throughout the book, and I just don't think that's very funny. Anything non-consensual is not the vibe. So hated that. Also, Adam as a character, boring. He was weird to me. He didn't really feel like a fully fleshed out character because some of his decisions didn't really line up with who we thought he was, like based on the facts we were given. And maybe that's to do with the fact that this is rarely fanfic, so we're supposed to already know that character, and obviously I don't, because like I said before, I haven't watched like Star Wars and stuff, so maybe that's the case. And then another thing that rubbed me the wrong way was the fact that we have 2 white main characters and then like all the side characters are people of color, and obviously, you know, we want the representation, but the fact that like we just had the side characters as the representation and they weren't really fleshed out, they also felt kind of like stereotypy. And you know, obviously some side characters don't have to be fully fleshed out, but these side characters were in the story quite a lot, so like they weren't just like in one scene sort of thing. Not a huge fan of that. Also don't love like the ending message where Olive goes through a lot of personal development, but it's based on like Adam's validation and support. Like obviously, you know, personal growth is amazing, but you shouldn't have to rely on someone else to have that sort of thing. I'm trying to be sort of vague because I don't want to give spoilers, but yeah, I don't know. Lots of things I didn't love about it. The conflict also was annoying. I know a lot of the time the 3rd act breakup in a romance novel can be annoying, and usually I can look past it if I'm enjoying like the rest of the book, but because I wasn't really enjoying the book anyway, that was just another thing that pissed me off. So yeah, I know like I'm definitely in the minority with this opinion because this is very, very popular, but I personally don't understand why it's so popular, and that could be a harsh thing to say, but I just feel like there's so many other stunning romances out there that, you know, should be getting hyped. But you know, obviously this is hyped for a reason. A lot of people love it, so if you love it, like, I'm happy for you, but yeah, it just didn't work for me. So that was a miss. But I've also made some more progress with Alone With You in the Ether. I was reading during my hair appointment, so I'm on page 202, but I actually got to a point where I was like, oh my god, I have so many thoughts, so I had to like annotate, and it was kind of hard because I had all the foils in my hair, and I was kind of like so I decided to stop reading and finish when I got home. So I'm planning to finish this tonight. I only have like 90 pages left. I'm a bit nervous. I don't want it to end, but it's truly, truly, truly magnificent. And you know, I'll be very shocked if this doesn't end up being 5 stars because I've loved every second of what I've read. So yeah, I'm gonna finish this. And yeah. Hello, so I'm currently in bed reading and I'm on page 227. I've been reading for like, I swear, 3 hours. I'm on FaceTime with Kevin and he keeps interrupting me, and he had the nerve to say, no offense, why haven't you finished it yet? Because he keeps trying to talk to me, like literally asking me like, which animal do you think would be the rudest? Like
all I'm hearing is excuses. You can't blame me for like not reading.
You literally said one of my favorite hobbies is to distract you from reading. Do you have anything to say for yourself?
I may have said that at some point.
So you don't deny it?
I do stand by it, but also like I said it as a favorite hobby was when I try to distract me from reading. So maybe you should not just be easily distracted. Sounds like a personal problem.
Okay, fine. Then I'm just gonna be rude and not reply to you when you try to talk to me.
During Pride Month.
Oh my! Oh, actually, Kevin also said a stunning thing. What did you say? He
said that yeah, this is a huge coming out moment for Chloe because she dyed her hair during Pride Month, and all us fellow queers know how big of a deal that is.
I didn't even plan that. It was just fate. Anyway, so I'm really gonna try to finish this before I sleep. Actually, what time is it?
1:26.
Really? Wow, it is 1:26. I think I called you at like 10 or something.
No, you called me at 11.
Okay, yeah, so it's been like 2.5 hours. Anyway.
Wow, you lied.
Oh my god. Okay, I'm pretty sure I said like 3. I apologize that I didn't say exactly 2.5 hours. So, how many pages is left? 70. Is it possible? Maybe I should give up.
Yeah, just accept that.
You're not very encouraging, are you?
But like, You could just finish it tomorrow, like.
Yeah. Because also I'm pretty sure like we're getting to the really sad bits and I don't want to be like about to cry and then Kevin be like, so which like animal do you think is the, you know, like. Yeah, okay, yeah. I think I'm gonna finish this tomorrow, but it's still incredible.
Oh my god, he's a 10, but when you're reading a sad book, he just is like, get over it.
You? 0.
Yeah, same.
Because that's like invalidating your feelings, like not respecting reading as a hobby or just reading in general, like that's a lot of things.
Yeah, like literally you.
Hello, so I finished Alone with You in the Ether and wow, as I predicted, 5 out of 5 stars. I went into this book with quite high expectations. Those expectations were exceeded. Like this book is phenomenal. I can't get over how much I love it. It's one of the most thought-provoking books I've ever read and I have so many doggy moments for me to just like go back and like, you know, think further about something that was said. And honestly, I feel like I'm a new person after this book because I learned stuff about myself, stuff about other people. I feel like it gave me a lot of clarity. Like I said, it was very thought-provoking. It really shows the complexities of being in a relationship and being in love. And when I was telling Kevin that I was reading this, I was describing it and I was like, it's kind of like a Who Am I romance. And I feel like that's exactly what it is. It is a Who Am I romance because yes, it's a romance, but it's very existential, constantly questioning so many things in life, constantly questioning what it means to be in love and what it means to be in a relationship and how being in a relationship helps you discover parts of yourself and addresses or forces you to address flaws that you need to work on. Oh, I just cannot explain how much I love it. Yeah, it's basically about 2 broken people who fall in love and it's a Who Am I romance, like I said. Like it's just gorgeous and like the writing. Let me try to read you a line just to kind of show you the vibes. To be alone without wonder or curiosity is to chip away any possible value we might discover in existing. This book just completely spoke to my soul and I already know I'm going to reread it multiple times. Like I already cannot wait for my next reread and it is very annotated. I honestly had to kind of hold back because I wanted to finish this book today and if I like really wanted to write down all my thoughts I would have just taken 10 years. So like I said, I'm really excited to reread it and you know write down more of my thoughts, but wow, like I am so happy that BOOKTOK hyped this up because that's why I read it and now it's one of my new favorite books. So thank you BOOKTOK for this. Obviously 5 out of 5 stars. And that is the final book for this video. So can BOOKTOK be trusted? My dramatic title. I would say yes if you're following the people who have similar tastes to you. Obviously, yeah, dramatic title. Obviously not every book's gonna work for you and you're not gonna love every single popular book. But this was very fun. Let's just do a fun little recap. So we have My Year of Rest and Relaxation, which was 4 stars. Loved this. Honestly, I've been actually thinking of rereading this too because I would love to read it physically and see if my experience is different. The Love Hypothesis, which was 2 stars, and yeah, didn't love this. But I'm happy that I finally read it because I was so curious to see what I would think about it. Yeah, didn't love it. That was 2 stars. And then Alone with You in the Ether, 5 stars. I'm actually so happy because the last TikTok reading vlog that I did, I found some new favorites. And once again, I found a new favorite. So I am loving this and definitely will do another one, I think. Let me know like what really popular TikTok books you think I should read. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. If you want to follow me on TikTok, it's just Books with Chloe. I don't post like exclusively book videos, but I just kind of post whenever I want. But it's a fun time. Thank you so much once again to Casetify for sponsoring this video. Don't forget you can go to casetify.com/bookswithchloe to get 15% off your entire Casetify order. If you're looking for more content from me, I have a Patreon where I upload extra content like extra reading vlogs. We do a monthly live show, we do a monthly buddy read, etc. I have all my socials linked below, including my Twitch, which is twitch.tv/gamewithchloe, and then I was roasting games and just chatting. And yes, so hope you're having a good day or night, and I will see you in my next video.